I took my car to the vet. And
you took your car to the vet? Well, there's your problem, Lindy. She don't know how to fix a car. Oh, no.
I took my car to the vet. They popped a thermometer right in the tailpipe.
Oh, sorry. I was just sitting over here laughing with my friend. Welcome to our cocktail party. There's actually no cocktails here, but it is Text Me Back Podcast, the only podcast. I am, of course, Megan. And with me is who we're calling Lindsay today.
I spelled my name wrong when I typed it into the Riverside, but Megan, the listeners can't see that. And even the people watching the YouTube can't see it.
It's true. I can see it and it's making me laugh. And so I wanted to acknowledge it. Also, before we recorded, I've been running around all day. My brother is coming to visit me with one of my nephews, and they're coming this evening. So I've been running around cleaning my house, and I finally had a little breaky break. So I thought I'm going to take a nap. And then I slept for a long time. And it took us a long time to get the show started. And then I texted Lindy, can we start 30 minutes later? And she said, yepperoonie.
No, I said yepperino.
Yepperino, excuse me. And then, 3:30 rolls around. And then she texts me to say, can I have another 5 minutes? And then I texted back. I tried to text back, yepperino. And autocorrect said, pepperoni! Exclamation point. And I said, you know what? I'm leaving it. Pepperoni. That's pepperoni, baby.
Pepperoni is canon for yes.
Put it in the text me, Vicky. Thanks. Does anyone maintain that? It used to exist for a while.
Megan, I suspect that they do, and I think I owe all of them presents.
Oh, God.
Don't mention it.
Never mind. Wink. Today on the show, boy, was it a challenge to remember what we said we were going to talk about.
Yeah.
But I think we got there. We're going to discuss a segment we're calling Wedding Season. We will be launching a new segment that Lindy is calling White History Month.
Megan, literally, you called it that. I
don't remember that, and it's not on tape, so I guess we'll never know.
That doesn't even apply because it's only half about a white person.
It's true, but you called it. Oh, I'm sorry. You called it. Go ahead.
So our friend of the show, Guy Branum, does a series called What the Old Gays Remember.
Mm-hmm.
I dug up a pop culture fact the other day that I'd never heard before in my life.
By the way, I can't wait for y'all to hear it. It's really something.
I was just scrolling Wikipedia innocently on a Tuesday morning. This comes into my life. I texted to Megan. I said, have you ever heard of this? She said, absolutely not. And Megan knows everything.
Which is rare for me to have not heard of something.
So I said, we should do a segment called What Even the Old Straights, although I do have a wife, forgot. What even the old straights asterisk forgot. Is that what I said?
Yes, that is what you said. Things even the old straights don't remember is what you said. And then for some reason, my brain fired it out as White History Month.
That's a microaggression, I think.
Against
somehow.
Whom we don't know. Write in, let us know what you think.
It's a reverse racist microaggression against me.
As a reminder for all of our listeners, this is the woman who names things like dong exploder for no reason. There's no reason why Lindy wouldn't call a segment White History Month.
What? That's such a crazy thing to say. I'm quitting the podcast.
Okay, well, bye. I hope everyone enjoyed this final episode. It's only 4.5 minutes long.
Megan. No, but let's get real, Megan. Let's get real, Megan.
Let me sit. Hang on. Hey. Let me sit on my chair backwards. Okay. Before I say this.
I might name a segment Fart History Month.
Sure.
Dong History Month. I'm not going to name a segment White History Month, Megan.
Like that's totally within the realm of possibility.
Is it?
I don't know. Let us know.
Well, you know what, Megan?
Norwegians just be doing things. I don't know.
Norwegians do not just be doing things. But you know what, Megan? I think after all this, I think the segment is called White History Month.
Oh, dear. Oh,
because it's white people not knowing the history of the world.
Yeah, but I also just feel like this piece of information is so insane. I don't know. Let us know. When you write in, let us know your background and whether or not you'd ever heard of it.
What do you want to call the segment, Megan?
No, I think we should call it Things Even the Old Straights Don't Remember. And as you were talking, I thought of one myself. So I have an addition to the canon as well. And then we're going to end the show with a little bit of sad news. Some of you may have seen on Instagram the news about my beloved cat, Eleanor, passing away. So we're just going to talk about her a little bit at the end of the show. I'm telling you that now in case you're the type of person who doesn't want to confront the mortality of their pets, which is the type of person I am. And yet my pets keep saying, confront this bitch. So get excited. But first, I have a surprise micro segment that I'm calling The Pit. I know that we already called something The Pit last week, and it was about swallowing.
And you also have a segment called The Foundation of Society.
No, I didn't write that down. No, next week I have a segment called The Foundation of Society.
Oh, okay. So pepperoni next week.
Pepperoni. Mm-hmm. So stay tuned. That's a cliffhanger, listeners. Everyone's like, oh shit, I have to know what the Foundation of Society is.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what
I don't want to tell you what it is until I'm
so excited.
Now, the dumb thing is that to me, it's really funny. But by the time I get around to doing the segment, it's not going to be funny at all. It's going to be stupid. It's just like Megan's journey. I thought that was so funny when I thought of it. And then when I went through the actual process of explaining it on the show, I was like, this is really dumb. Anyway, it's a surprise micro segment we're calling The Pit. I know we talked about swallowing wrong and we sort of jokingly called that The Pit, but I have an actual medical issue that's happening to me right now that I'd like to complain about really quickly, which is I think I have POTS, which stands for postural orthostatic something. I don't really have time to look it up or figure out what the T and the S stand for.
Postural orthostatic titty syndrome.
Titty syndrome, which means I be swinging them things. You know what I'm saying?
Pepperoni.
Pepperoni, baby. 2 pepperoni links. Swanging. Anyway, because every time I stand up, I fall down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you wear shoes.
I wear shoes. And I don't drink enough electrolytes. And it makes me fall down. And something's going on with my kidneys. Nobody knows for sure what that is. Anyway, I finally got a referral to a cardiologist. I go to her. She's so nice. She was like, I feel like sometimes women especially get blown off when they go to the doctor and say, I'm having these symptoms. And I was like, that's exactly what happened to me when I was 24. And I fell down and started shaking. And then my doctor was like, yeah, that happens sometimes.
Was that at the Wu-Tang concert?
No, that was a different time that I fell down. So I was like, but the doctor at the time was like, sometimes that happens. And I said, oh, okay, I guess everybody just falls down if that's what you're saying. Comes to find out that's not normal.
Megan, never once have I fallen down.
That's what they say. It turns out that if you stand up and then you fall down, something might be going on with your postural and your orthostats. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So anyway, I go to this lady. She said it might be orthostatic hypotension. It might be POTS. Put on this enormous heart rate monitor. We're going to tape it to your flesh. And every time you have an event, press this little button. I don't know if you're watching the video, if you can really see it, but it's like underneath my shirt here. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so every time I stand up and I get a little dizzy, I have to fumble around and find this little button and then I press it. And sometimes it lights up, which is weird and embarrassing.
Megan, you're bionic.
I know. I'm feeling super freaking futuristic now. You know?
Is this Westworld?
Hello?
You're a robot and my name's West.
Excuse me. Is this a Philip K. Dick novel? Because robot. You know what I'm saying? Except that wasn't. That's the other guy. That's
fine. That's
it doesn't matter.
Asimov.
Yeah, but still, it's a good joke.
Yeah.
Anyways, so they put this thing on me, and I'm like, God, I'm so excited to like finally get a formal diagnosis because literally every time I stand up, I get dizzy and I fall down. Well, I don't fall down every time, but as soon as they put this fucking thing on me, Lindy, my body, Michigan J. Froggin, the whole pot situation. She's not hello my baby, hello my honey to anybody. All of a sudden I'm cured. Every time I stand up, it's like fucking I'm normal. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I've gone probably 20 plus years barely being able to do a burpee because going from low to high makes my body go bonkers. And now all of a sudden my body's like now that she's wearing the button, let's stop doing it.
And she still hasn't done it?
Well, she's done it like a time and it wasn't even that bad. But I still was like fumbling like, oh, it happened. Like trying to press the button. So I've had like a couple of mild events since getting the heart rate monitor on, but really nothing that serious. Like they're mild enough that I wouldn't even have probably noticed them in the past. But now I'm like, it's real. I swear.
Have you tried burpee?
I'm going to try burpee. I did. You know what? Today at my bougie Pilates class, we were doing these like insane deadlift things. And I did have like a real one today. So I take that back. I had like a real one today where I had to stop. And I was like,
good.
Freaking pressing it. The light was flashing. I was like, see? Anyway, so I'm wearing this thing for 5 days. And basically the goal is they want to see, we know that my heart rate spikes when I stand up. So I'll go from like having a 50 beats per minute to over 100 just from standing up, which is not ideal because I didn't do anything. All I did was stand up. You know what I mean?
Right.
But now they're trying to figure out, does my blood pressure also drop when I stand up? So that's what this clunky little heart rate monitor is going to tell me. But I just wanted to share that because it turns out I was the Michigan J. Frog all along.
You know, I had this exact experience yesterday called I took my car to the vet. And
you took your car to the vet? Well, there's your problem, Lindy. She don't know how to fix a car. Oh, no.
I took my car to the vet. They popped a thermometer right in the tailpipe. They smeared a churu on the front bumper. I took my car to the mechanic. And I said, when I turn at a slow speed, the steering wheel makes the most horrific moaning and groaning.
Yeah.
As though it's being tortured. It says, I get in the car with the man. Nothing. And it's been doing it every time I turn the wheel even an inch. And it's been doing it for months.
Yeah.
And then can I get your little hee-hee? That's what my Hyundai Santa Fe said. Except luckily I had two other problems that I was able to demonstrate.
That's good.
Well, because one of them is that a man having a hard time ripped the door handle off.
Whoa. Where was that?
In Portland, Oregon.
No.
I know. Little Roya was down there alone. She was walking to our car after dinner. A man started following her and chasing her and yelling at her. She had already clicked the clicker to unlock the car, so he knew which car it was. She circled back. She locked it again. She circled back. She ran back to the bar that she'd been at.
Oh, good. Yeah.
And asked someone to walk her to the car. Someone did. When she got there, the man
having a difficult time.
The Heathcliff of Portland.
The brute.
He had ripped the freaking door handle off. The Hyundai dealership, they said that'll be $1,200. We said, no. So then now for months, we've just been climbing across.
Oh, it was the driver's side?
Yeah. It's not what you want to see.
No.
So anyway, then I took it to the place around these parts, and they said, yeah, that'll be $300.
Oh, sold. Yeah.
Anyways, I'm sorry that that's happening, and I'm sorry that you got
thank you for saying that.
Bamboozled by
my own heart.
Yeah.
It's just annoying. It's just like, I'm sure that they will be able to see the data when I turn in this heart rate monitor, but it's like, really, girl?
You're the Data, Meagan. From Star Trek.
I'm Data from Star Trek. Man, poor Brent Spiner had to put on a lot of makeup for a lot of years.
Oh, yeah. He was using the Shelby method.
He was, which, by the way, I did again today. I also just want to say really quickly, I had to leave my house 2 days ago to do something for a day job. I had to be outside. It was so hot. It was like 80 degrees by like 9 a.m. Did the Shelby method. This shit stayed on my face 3 hours without moving. She's a magician. I also heard from friend of the show, Hillary, that she also has been influenced by Shelby, and not to worry, Shelby is not canceled. Shelby has done nothing wrong. Not that I thought that she did, but I was like, if anything ever comes out about her, I'm going to be depressed. She's not MAGA. She hates ICE. Shout out to Shelby. We love you, babe. Shelby, if you're listening, I think you might have changed my life, sister. I look amazing. Check out the YouTube.
Meagan, I've been influenced.
Yes.
I've been trickle down influenced by
Guess who's on the Milky Toner team?
Meagan, I ordered all the products, and not only did I do that, I did research to figure out if I'm a cool tone or a warm tone. I think I'm a classic cool tone, apparently.
A classic cool tone. Interesting. Yeah. I'm a neutral.
Pepperoni.
Pepperoni.
And then I went on Pale Reddit. Some pale people say we shouldn't be wearing bronzer. It looks orange. So then I go and I read the Pale Reddit, and they say, here's a master list of all the cool toned bronzers that a pale person can wear. And I feel really proud of myself. So then I ordered a milky toner. I ordered a hydrating serum, a cool tone bronzer, a cool tone blush, which, this has never been my instinct. I'm like, I want my blush to be pink.
Yeah.
Perhaps this will enhance my beauty even more. They'll be saying, oh, I thought she was the barefoot Contessa. But perhaps she's actually, in fact, a Kennedy. I think they're going to be saying.
And that's a segment we're calling The Pit. By the way, this thing is so itchy. Did I already say that? Oh, so no, you
itchy. Didn't. I'm so sorry. It. How long do you have to wear it?
Like 5 more days, or until next Monday. If you're listening to this, I took it off 3 days ago.
You know what I'd love is like a heart monitor that tells you your feelings.
Yeah, you could get a mood ring, but science.
Yeah, because sometimes I get all mixed up, Meagan. I say, I don't know what I'm feeling.
Do you know what I wish I had was a functioning brain that could tell me whether or not I was actually hungry. I never know. Meagan. I never know for sure if I am or not. And I would love, so maybe somebody could make like a mood ring that's like, no, you actually are. I guess we're going to take a little breaky break. Then we're going to launch into a segment Lindy's calling Wedding Season. I don't know what that is, so I'm excited to find out. Stay tuned.
We're back.
What's going on?
Well, Meagan, it's the month of May.
Yeah.
And that means that wedding season is upon us.
Yes. April showers bring May nuptials.
That's right. Everybody loves to start getting married. in May, June, July, August, September.
Yep.
And as a famous person,
yes,
beloved, cherished, some might say worshipped, some might say followed with a fervor.
Oh,
in a cult-like manner.
And they're saying that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Pepperoni. I am occasionally asked if I would be interested in officiating. Someone's wedding.
That's nice.
Yeah. And I will get these requests from people that I know. I will get these requests from people that I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And historically, I have said respectfully, no, thank you.
Well, it's really stressful, for the record. I did it once for an actual good friend of mine, and I think I pulled it off, but it didn't really hit me till the morning of. I was like, oh my God, like this is not like hosting an event. You have to be nice. You have to be sweet. You have to be funny. You have to talk for the right amount of time. You have to remember that this is everyone's least favorite part.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. And then this is also the joining of two human souls. You know what I mean? So it's like, it requires a level of seriousness that I'm not totally capable of. You know what I mean? So the morning of, I was like, I cannot believe I agreed to do this. I'm going to ruin this woman's wedding day. This dear friend of mine for like, at that point, probably like 25 years because we've known each other since kindergarten. Her name is also Meagan, by the way.
Yes.
And it was fine. It all ended up being fine. It was sweet and funny and nice. But I only talked for it only took like 6 minutes. And I was like, sorry. And everyone was like, no, it was perfect. Everyone hates that part. Don't worry about it. But it's a level of stress that I would probably never want to take on again for somebody that I knew and loved, let alone somebody I didn't know, because that's kind of worse because I don't know anything about you or your love story.
Exactly.
You know?
That's my thinking exactly. It seems like high stakes, high pressure.
Yes.
I don't need that. Also, I'm often traveling. It's just not something that I'm able to do. But I always feel bad. You know, I want to make people's day special. If for some reason they want this,
whatever this is,
clomping around on their special day. So when we were recording last week's episode, I had a thought. Something popped into my head. I might not be cut out to be your officiant. But would you be interested in, for the low price of $100 and a piece of cake, middle-aged celebrity flower girl?
Brides, grooms,
hello,
get into it.
Middle-aged celebrity flower girl.
By the way, I bet you could talk her down from the $100.
I would take just the cake.
You know what?
You didn't even have to try. Look,
hello,
the deal's done. Now,
that's a great idea.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's good.
Because, okay, first of all, I get to wear a flower crown. I get to wear a cute little dress,
a virginal little dress.
I get to throw flowers at people, I guess,
or whatever shit they want you to throw.
I assume that a flower girl gets unlimited candy.
Yeah, I think that's the bargain,
right? Now here's one caveat. A flower girl, traditional, she's only 4, right? So she maybe doesn't require an adult-sized piece of cake. And so I would like the amount of cake to scale with the mass of the flower girl.
I think that's right. I'd like to throw out perhaps another potential wrinkle. A lot of people like the flower girl because she's part of this important ceremony, but she's bad at her job. And that's what people like about it. But hang on though. But it's only cute because she's 4. Yeah. So I'm just wondering, what kind of vibe are you going to bring to the proceedings? Like, do you think you can pull off the kids say the darndest things aspect of this role?
Do you? Yeah. Isn't that this whole podcast?
But will it be cute
to
for
the other
the
people?
bride's grandma? you know, for example, or like her bridezilla mother.
It's not her fucking wedding.
Can you bring the charm of a 4-year-old girl into the body of a 44-year-old woman?
Listen, Megan, who can say? There's only one
We'll
way
have to test it out.
There's only one way to find out. Now, I will be feuding with the ring bearer.
Sure, of course.
FYI.
Who probably these days is a dog. So that's also something for you to think about. Yeah.
Whether he's a dog or a little boy, I'm going to freaking kick his ass.
Lindy Barry combo.
That's right.
Okay, package deal. For the low price of just Lindy, you can also have a really bad dog come, spill wine over maybe your sorority sister who also wore white to your wedding.
That's right.
Knock over the cake like that Guns N' Roses music video. Okay.
Into Lindy's mouth.
Into Lindy's mouth. And also a little bit into his mouth. A little bit into his mouth. So no chocolate cake at these things. Okay. That's in the writer.
That's in the writer.
And then much like the Guns N' Roses video, the bride gets pneumonia and dies. I don't know. That's what we're offering. Are you interested?
If you're interested, please contact my representation, Megan Hatcher Mays.
I'm at Megan at alternativebrides.com.
But I just thought this was such a good idea.
Yeah, I love it.
It led me to a spin-off idea called Mary Janes for Men? How come men don't get to wear Mary Janes? Only women.
I think like a certain type of very overly fashionable, like New Yorker, sometimes in the LGBTQ acronym and sometimes not.
The Alphabet Mafia?
Yeah. But also sometimes just a heterosexual New Yorker who works in marketing will wear Mary Janes. Yeah.
I feel like I've never seen one.
It's truly just like 5 men in all of New York that do it.
Well, something to think about. I think that there is an injustice being perpetrated upon men who want to let the top of the foot breathe.
Without wearing a sandal.
I'd like to see those tendons on display without having to look at the toes. So, yeah, if you'd like to invest in my company, Middle-Aged Celebrity Flower Girls and Mary Janes for Men Company.
LLC.
Get in touch. That's pod tax. Oof. The O's are zeros.
703-829-0003. Or you can email her at macfg@flowergirls.com.
Oh, Megan. That's a new segment we're calling Wedding Season.
And we're just going to jump straight from that into, I don't have a good segue, into White History Month. Excuse me. What the old straights asterisk don't remember or never knew. Speaking of middle-aged celebrity flower girls.
Look, I don't have to be straight up hetero. It's really referring to like the orientation of the fact.
The straight story is heterosexual.
That's what I'm saying.
Now we've got
That's
it.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's a part of straight culture. Straight History Month. Straight History Month. Straight History Month.
The Straight Pride Parade.
Straight Pride Month. Okay, we found it. We did it.
God.
Straight Pride Month. So here's what happened, Megan. I'm going to start at the beginning.
Okay.
Tuesday morning, I'm lying in my bed, scrolling on my phone as I like to do. And a few days earlier, I had started getting served clips from another Best Friends podcast.
Ugh, enough already.
I know. The podcast of 2 Chainz and his 10-year-old son.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Yes.
They have a podcast. And for some reason, I couldn't stop watching these clips. Almost nothing even happens in the clips. 2 Chainz and Halo are talking to a young man. Kind of a charisma vacuum, I gotta say.
Bummer.
And I'm like, why are they talking to this man? He's some sort of rapper because 2 Chainz is giving him his flowers. It says in the caption, 2 Chainz is like, you're a good rapper. And he's like, appreciate you, whatever.
Big dog.
Appreciate it, big dog. Pepperoni. Halo asks this man a question and says, what is it like to have a famous dad? And I'm like, well, not surprised he has a famous dad because he's giving me nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like, who is this? I Google, I figure out this is the son of T.I.
Oh, yeah, I guess T.I. could have an older son. Yeah.
He does. So then here I am. Now it's 8:30 a.m. on a Tuesday. Now I'm reading T.I.'s Wikipedia. I'm scrolling because Megan, I gotta be honest. Some part of me is like, yeah, who is T.I.?
Yeah.
I mean, I know some of the songs.
I know that they call him Candle Guy. Simply because he is on fire, So
Megan,
that makes a lot of sense.
Megan, I'm so glad you brought this up.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way anyone calls you Candle Guy because you are figuratively on fire in the rap game.
Even if you were actually on fire.
If you were actually on fire, it'd be wildly disrespectful to call you Candle Guy.
That would be not good timing. Read the room, okay?
And also, guy and fire don't rhyme. So one might argue that you're not on fire.
Listen, I know that you thought this is just a Justin Timberlake song. It doesn't matter. And you were right to think it. You were right to take the check and cash it immediately. But come on now. Candle Guy? You say?
I must posit for the board that by virtue of rhyming Candle Guy and M on fire, you are not worthy of the title Candle Guy. Sorry, T.I. So
Candle Guy award revoked.
They've stripped him of his
The award is in the shape of a bronzed candle, and he has been stripped of his title.
That's right.
His candle.
So then I'm reading, he's got some allegations. Some of them have been dropped. He's
been through much.
Did you know he and his family had a reality show for 7 years?
Yeah, because he has a small wife. Tiny?
He has a small wife named Tiny.
And the main thing I know about Tiny is that she did that cosmetic procedure where you can turn your eyes a different color. Mm-hmm. And everyone was like, you can go permanently blind from that. And she was like, no, I just really want blue eyes. So she went and had her eyeballs bleached or something. And now she has permanent blue eyes. And I was like, okay. Tiny, I can't, you know what? I don't have the energy for this.
You know what? Whatever doctor agreed to do that, he is not Candle Doctor.
He's not Candle Doctor. You know what? You know who would have never done that? Dr. Terry Dubrow.
That's right.
Say what you will about Botched, but he never would have put that bleach in your eyeballs.
That's fucking right, Megan.
Anyways.
Okay. So I'm scrolling. I'm learning all the T.I. lore. Between him and Tiny, truly, there's 7 to 10 kids. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at the little Wikipedia table of contents because I'm like, okay, enough. T.I.'s been on a lot of songs, it turns out. I'm like, yeah.
Not important.
I'm looking at the TOC. There's a section next to personal life called suicide interventions, plural.
Okay.
I say, now what's this now?
Hello?
Click. Shoop. It scrolls me right there. And then Megan,
because by the way, often the best you can do is a hyperlinked controversies section. Yeah. And that's usually enough to sate me. I go straight to the controversies. But to be confronted with this, not just suicide intervention, but suicide interventions. Now, baby,
we got a chuns on our hands.
We got a stew going. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
T.I. said, chuns? Chuns.
And that's what he did.
Law and Order.
Anyway.
So now
You said Law and Order.
That's why they call me Candle Guy.
Simply because she's on fire.
So I start reading this section, Megan, and to quote you after I sent it to you, each word, each sentence somehow more deranged than the last. You don't think it's possible, and yet it continues. You know how sometimes some things will peter out, like, oh, there's like one big funny thing. This goes horde all the way to the last word.
Is a ladder of engagement the likes of which we've never seen in the written word. Like every rung is taking you up, 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 high into the sky. It's crazy. It's crazy.
You know who I'd like to nominate for Candle Guy is whoever wrote this Wikipedia page.
Now we're cooking.
Okay. Suicide interventions. Suicide interventions. Are you ready?
Yes. I mean, no, I'm not. I know what happens and I still am like on edge, but please.
In 2006, that's how long the Straights have been delinquent in their duty to tell me about this. T.I. was at the scene of singer Scott Stapp's suicide attempt. Scott Stapp, of course, lead singer of Creed. Megan, give us a
place when I can't see. Hang on. Can you take me higher to a place where blind men see? So let's go there. Sorry, go ahead.
There's an escape. Come on, let's go there. That's
Sorry.
With arms wide open. So
Creed.
Now, and for some reason, Nickelback took over as like the band we all make fun of, which, by the way, it's hack. You gotta stop.
You gotta stop doing that.
So long.
Can I say something? This is not related to what you're talking about at all, but it's been driving me nuts because Drake just put out 3 albums and they're all dog shit. And everybody is like, oh, he sucks. And this fucking thing that people do online drives me crazy. I've always hated him.
Yeah.
Have you? Always? Because I will sit here and tell you something right now. I loved Drake. Just to quote Kendrick, I did love Drake with the melodies, and I don't like Drake when he acts tough. I don't like whatever this is now. Yeah. But you cannot not all of you can go online talking about, I hate Drake and I've never understood the hype, because if you're going to do that, you need to show me a screen grab of your Spotify year-end Wrapped from 2015. Don't fucking lie to me, because somebody was streaming those albums. And if it was none of you, then who was it?
I have had many pro Drake seasons in my life.
Sure.
Going all the way back to Jimmy Brooks.
Hello.
Some of us were there when Rick brought that gun to school.
R.I.P. to his spine. You know what I'm saying?
And then I had a season with Yuta Best, Big Booby Basketball. And then, of course, we've got I Only Love My Bed and My Mommy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And then it's like, oh, Nickelback, worst band ever. That's all. I'm not here to defend. Drake did engage in some of the most embarrassing shit I've ever seen. I don't know why he thought I'm going to take down Kendrick. Psychosis. I don't know what happened there. It's all very embarrassing. He definitely lost a feud. I love Kendrick. I don't listen to Drake.
Correct.
But I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I never understood the hype. Not only did I understand it, I was ass deep.
Yeah.
Okay. And so somebody was out there listening to Nickelback, and people do this with pumpkin spice lattes too. Oh, pumpkin spice this, pumpkin spice that. Somebody's drinking it. Okay. Somebody's eating the pumpkin spice scone or whatever.
Dude.
Somebody's doing it. Otherwise, they would stop selling so much pumpkin spice stuff. Don't fucking lie to me.
Just calm down. Yeah. But
Jesus.
All I meant to say was that before it was Nickelback, it was Creed.
I know.
And I don't know why we abandoned Creed to torture Nickelback. Not to defend either of them, but it's weird that Creed got to sort of be free.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, and Meagan, I'm going to go back to this news story. I need your help because there's some missing pieces.
Yeah.
I don't understand. It doesn't add up. I don't actually understand what happens in this story, and I'm going to need your input.
By the way, before you even get into the details, did people know Scott Stapp attempted suicide? I didn't even know that. I thought he was just sort of a football-loving Christian.
I think I've heard that.
Yeah,
but
okay.
if you had asked me, in a polygraph situation, I don't know if I could have confidently told you. Okay. So I'm going to need you to help me fill in the blanks and untangle what this crazy web is all about, because I don't understand the series of events. In 2006, T.I. was at the scene of singer Scott Stapp's suicide attempt. Stapp explained on VH1's Big Morning Buzz Live that he had attempted suicide in Miami by jumping off a balcony. And T.I., quote, took care of the situation. Stapp said, quote, I laid out there for 2.5 hours and my guardian angel showed up, implying T.I. I think he's referring to T.I. He immediately took care of the situation and saved my life. End quote. What does that mean? Also,
what are you talking about?
Doesn't sound immediate. Sounds like you laid there for 2.5 hours, but okay.
Before someone was finally dispatched, and then the person they chose was not the paramedics, but the candle guy. Seems weird.
Maybe it was dark out there.
Maybe
but,
it was, yeah.
But I don't even understand. Like, did T.I. stumble upon you by accident?
Yeah, where was he laying?
You jumped off a balcony. Where were you? Where?
And where was T.I.?
Were you at a hotel? And T.I. happened to be there? He
happened upon you wherever you lay?
What are you talking about? Okay, so don't worry. There's more information. T.I. and Stapp met while recording songs, plural, for the Passion of the Christ soundtrack in 2004, and bonded over their shared love of, you think it's going to say Jesus.
You do. You do.
The Alabama Crimson Tide.
Of course.
Which is a football team.
Yes.
Of college.
Origins. Yes.
Okay. Here's where the plot thickens. Parentheses, I understand it even less. Stapp stated, quote, I found out later it was the only room left in the hotel, and he came in off the street and came out, and as I'm laying on the ledge, blood fell to his feet, and he looked up, and he had an Alabama hat on. I said, Roll Tide. And then he looked at me and put 2 and 2 together and really saved my life.
I already knew what was in it.
Yeah.
And once again, I have been stunned into silence. I don't understand the logistics of any of this. I don't understand where T.I. came from. I don't know where Scott was. I don't know where T.I. was. I don't know where the hat came from. What do you mean the blood fell at his feet?
Okay.
And I'm sorry, can we back way up and say soundtrack
songs
for the Passion of the Christ? There were songs.
There's multiple songs by the duo of Scott Stapp and T.I.
in the Mel Gibson film, The Passion of the Christ.
Okay. A couple of clues here. We know that he was on a ledge, so I think he must have jumped from his balcony and fell onto a lower ledge.
Okay.
Now, for some reason...
But then that ledge must be above wherever T.I. was.
A public area, I'm guessing. Now, I found out later it was the only room left in the hotel, and he came in off the street. So T.I. is wandering the streets of Miami. Looking for, much like the Christ.
much like the Christ child's mom.
Yes.
He couldn't find a single inn.
Exactly. There's one room left at the inn where...
Parentheses barn.
Scott Stapp has just jumped off of...
Parentheses manger.
Scott Stapp's lying, bleeding on a ledge. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know why Scott Stapp didn't say, hey,
help,
at this sold out hotel.
Apparently chock full of fucking people.
Okay. No, but so then T.I. is walking, I guess, to his room. The blood falls at his feet. He looks up. Now, another thing I can't tell is if Scott Stapp says roll tide because he sees T.I.'s Alabama hat or because he recognizes T.I. and is doing a callback to their shared interest that they learned about when they were making the Passion of the Christ soundtrack.
My first reaction was the second thing.
Right.
I kind of think he might have said roll tide even if he wasn't wearing the hat.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
but then why mention the hat?
Why mention the hat?
And then...
do you think that's the only way he was able to recognize T.I.? Parentheses microaggression?
Oh, Meagan, the man's in a vulnerable position.
Sure.
You're really going to do that to him?
I'm sorry. You know what? I'm sorry.
Just like you did to me earlier in the episode.
I'm sorry. Are you feeling vulnerable today?
Okay. And then the part where T.I. puts 2 and 2 together to be like,
which implies that T.I. doesn't remember Scott Stapp, but you guys were in the lab cooking up marvelous shit for the Passion of the Christ soundtrack. What do you mean?
He's like, there's blood's dripping on my feet. Then he hears, roll tide from the sky.
Okay.
He looks up. I don't know. It's like, I guess he's like, blood, roll tide. Scott Stapp? Is that you?
Are you good?
And then T.I. somehow saves Scott Stapp's life, I guess, by
calling 911.
I would just like to propose that Scott Stapp could have said roll tide to anyone walking through
a common area at a packed Miami hotel, saw blood dripping from the sky, looked up and a man said roll tide. I would know what to do. I would call 911. I mean, I'm glad he was confronted with a friendly face, like a familiar face. That's
sure.
Like, I'm glad T.I. was there, but anyone, I think, would have known.
Anyone could have done it.
Anybody could.
It is weird that T.I. showed up. I will agree.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Okay, Meagan, but that's not all.
That's not all, because as we've already mentioned, it was interventions. Okay, so
then I go to the next paragraph. A scant 4 years later, it says, on October 13th, 2010, T.I. convinced Joshua Starks, a 24-year-old suicidal man in Atlanta, not to jump from a 22-story building. So you're like, oh, wow, T.I. stumbled upon yet another attempted KMS.
Yeah.
A guy that wants to KMS himself. Okay. But no, Meagan, that's not what happened.
That's not what happened.
After hearing of the situation on the radio, T.I. drove to the scene at the 400 Colony Square building and asked police if he could help.
And I guess they said, yes. Here's the bullhorn.
What? T.I. then talked to the man and convinced him not to jump.
Wow.
Afterwards, T.I. stated, for one, I'm not taking any credit. I didn't do it. I could have just as well came down there and it could have been resolved in another way.
Sure.
The fact of the matter is that God put me in a position to help and I can't take any credit for that.
Well, T.I., did he? Because you drove there.
You heard it on the radio. You said, this is just like with my friend Scott Stapp.
Uh-huh.
You said, you heard it on the radio, you said, roll tide.
Roll tide. And you did.
Also,
you rolled right down there.
do they broadcast on the radio that a guy's about to jump off a building?
Yeah, with the address? Like, here's where it's going on. And surely, did they not block off the street? How did T.I. get past the police tape? What happened here?
What happened here? Yeah, so T.I. goes down there. He's like, I know what the situation needs. T.I.
This guy.
He
right
shows
here.
up. The cops say, oh, thank God you're here.
You have experience. They just said, look, no one on the force has the skill. Okay. They're not calling any of us Campbell guy. We need you, buddy.
They said, you know what? We've got trained negotiators, mental health professionals. They can go home.
Yeah. Now that you're here.
We
Thank
didn't
God.
know T.I. was available.
Wow. Can you imagine that happening to you? I can't. It's so insane.
You know, I mean, honestly, Megan, it would work on me.
I
would be like,
yeah.
Sorry, you're saying T.I. is here?
I'm sorry.
Candle Guy's here?
From Justin Timberlake featuring T.I.? That one? The one with the tiny wife?
Why is he here? That's
Why is
what
he
I would
here?
say. The cops would be like, someone wants to talk to you. It's T.I.
It would really, you know what? His presence would really break kind of the spell, I think. And sometimes that's what you need in a difficult situation, is just to sort of redirect everyone's attention. And that would work.
I'll be the person. You're the cop.
Okay. There's somebody here that wants to talk to you. It's the rapper T.I. He wants to talk to you.
What?
The rapper T.I. He's got a really small wife.
The one that bleached her eyes?
Yeah. She's not here though, but T.I. is here, and he'd like to say something.
Okay, I guess.
Oh, Mr. I, here's the bill. Lindy, this is T.I. the rapper.
Yeah, what are you doing here?
Roll Tide.
What? I guess I'll stay alive.
And scene.
So anyway, I just can't believe that we didn't know that. Like,
I know, I can't believe it either.
That's the kind of information that I expect you to have at your fingertips.
I know. That is a very heterosexual fact, and they're sloughing the heterosexuals. I can't believe they didn't tell us. By the way, I have one. Do you want to hear mine?
Oh my God, yes.
I just thought of this while you were talking earlier. It's really quick, but a couple months ago, you were here in DC, and we recorded at my friend Diana's house. And I said something like, it's a different day, you can tell, because I'm sitting in a cool new way. And then we started making this joke about Michelle Pfeiffer and Dangerous Minds, and in that Coolio LV music video. After we recorded that and I went home, like a week later, I was like, you know what? I don't think I ever actually saw the film Dangerous Minds.
Oh.
Like, I saw the music video more times than any person has ever watched anything.
Yeah.
But I don't think I ever actually saw the movie. So I went to the plot summary on Wikipedia. And I think that this is kind of a Caucasian fact / heterosexual fact that I did not know about this movie. And I feel like somebody should have told me. So I would like to read to you the first two paragraphs of the plot summary to the 1995 film Dangerous Minds, starring Michelle Pfeiffer.
Fabulous.
Who plays a real woman. I didn't even know that. She plays a real woman named Luann Johnson, who is a veteran of the U.S. Navy and Marine Corps. Okay. She applies for a high school teaching job and is surprised and pleased to be offered the position with immediate effect, even though it's not even clear that she has like a teaching degree. But okay. Anyway, even though it's a low-paying job. Showing up the next day to begin teaching, however, she finds herself confronted with a classroom of tough, sullen teenagers, all from low-income, working-class backgrounds, involved in gang warfare and drug pushing, flatly refusing to engage with anything.
Anything?
Not a thing. And you know what they do, Lindy? they immediately coined the nickname white bread for Luann due to her race and apparent lack of authority. Now, what does authority have to do with bread? I don't know. I think it was mostly the race thing. Anyways, to which, in response to receiving the nickname white bread, Luann responds by returning the next day in a leather jacket and teaching them karate.
The famous karate gear that you wear to do karate in.
She showed up in a gi and a leather jacket and said, I'm going to kick your ass. And they said, respect, white bread. Now, what do you mean she showed up the next day in a leather jacket teaching them karate? How have I never seen a clip of that anywhere?
Is that what LV was doing right before filming the video?
That's why he was so sweaty, is because he was doing karate in a leather jacket. Exactly. So anyways, I just wanted to share that. I feel like it's spiritually similar because as much as Dangerous Minds lived so strongly in my consciousness from like 1995 to 1997 because of that music video that they never stopped playing, not a one time did someone tell me that Michelle Pfeiffer showed up to a high school in a leather jacket teaching kids karate, and I think that should be illegal.
To beat the allegations of being white.
To beat the allegations of being a white bread, she's going to teach you gang members how to do karate.
I definitely saw Dangerous Minds when it came out, but I don't remember that part. And now I'm going to have to do it for Butt News.
I know, we're going to have to watch it. So anyway, let us know if you knew that T.I. was a famed like hostage negotiator. And also let us know if you knew that I almost said Michelle Obama. Let us know if you knew that Michelle Pfeiffer did karate in Dangerous Minds. And that's a segment we're calling What the Old Straights Asterisks Don't Remember / Never Knew.
No, we're calling it Straight Pride Month.
Yeah, sorry, we changed it to
Straight Pride Month segment.
Yeah. Okay, we'll be right back, and then we're going to end the show with a few pieces of sad news. But keep listening. Please, thanks. Well, Lindy, we're going to end the show now.
It's Lindsay today.
Lindsay, we're ending the show. We're ending the program. We talked about many, many things, and now we have a little bit of sad news to share. Would you like to begin?
Yeah. A few weeks ago, just very recently, we mentioned my cousin.
Yeah, we did. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Raimundo. Who is the number one person on Earth.
Yeah. I looked at the rankings.
Yeah.
Just before we recorded.
When I destroyed my life and lost my passport to the US government, and then Meagan had to go to my family reunion alone with my children, Raimundo was a real lifesaver.
He really was.
Drove everybody around, kept everybody's spirits up. I mean, he's just like,
he is a ball of pure joy. Like, he is such a wonderful person. He was so supportive and so kind while we're kind of dealing with your passport kerfuffle. Really took good care of me and Penelope and Charlie, drove us all around. And his partner, Stephanie, is such a gem. She's so nice and so sweet. And he truly just emanates like a bright light of joy and happiness everywhere he goes.
If life were a true meritocracy, Mundo would get to be like like he should be like someone's guru. That
I know.
Like,
I'll tell you this: if Ray set his mind to starting a cult, we would all join it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's just because you know why? He's fun and nice.
He freaking
And
rocks.
he makes you happy to be around him. Anyway, so just got the news in the last week or so that Raimundo has been diagnosed with non-Hodgkin lymphoma and has to do like a pretty hardcore, brutal treatment protocol, which he's starting this week. And so me and some of my other cousins set up a GoFundMe because, you know, everything is hell.
We live in a late capitalist hell, yes.
Yeah, and, you know, he's not going to be able to work, and he's a massage therapist. He had to close his studio because there's no point in paying rent if you're not working on the studio. And it's like, Stephanie's a nurse, and she'll be working and supporting both of them and taking care of Ray. They have to go to a different city for the treatment. It's just like a whole thing. And it's like, even if you have insurance, these things can be thousands and thousands of dollars a month, not to mention all the lost income and blah, blah, blah. So we set up this GoFundMe. I don't normally ask. I was going to say I don't normally ask for money, but we beg for money every week on this podcast.
We do. But actually, can I say something? I know it's a lot for us to ask, but if you were thinking, I'm thinking about subscribing to Text Me Back, what I'd actually like you to do is not do that. Take a month off. You could cancel your subscription to Text Me Back for a month or for however long and like donate $5, even if I don't want to pressure. I know how difficult life is for everybody, but truly Ray has just been so special to both of us. I mean, his whole life, and me just in the last like 20 years or so, but he really is just such a wonderful person. And I think he and Stephanie are just going to be going through a lot over the next, what is it, like 6 weeks, 10 weeks or something. So every little bit counts. I did also want to share, because everyone was so nice the other week when we were kind of joking about like, oh, are we allowed to use the podcast money for cakes and baked goods? And the resounding answer was spend it on whatever you want. So with that spirit in mind, I also wanted to share the podcast itself. So Lindy and I have each individually donated to Mundo's GoFundMe and to his meal train. The podcast itself is also going to donate $1,000 to Ray's GoFundMe, Mundo's GoFundMe. It does feel weird to call him Ray, but
I know.
But even if you can only chip in like $1 or $2, it would really make a difference. Again, they're going to be traveling from like Bend to Portland, and I think the hospital's going to take good care of him, but like Lindy said, even if you have insurance, it's a huge burden. And he really is just truly one of the kindest people currently out there on this rancid, rotted diaper planet that we live on.
And the kind of person who would drop everything.
He would. If you're feeling like that's something that you can do and would like to do, the link to the GoFundMe will be in the description of the show for this week.
You just feel so helpless in moments like this. And it's like, if I can use my platform, help someone who is just truly a fundamentally good person. And by the way, young. Like, this is my baby cousin. I'm 44. I think
he's younger than us. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe 40, 39 or 40.
Yeah.
That's not fair, you know? So yeah, even $1.
Seriously.
You know, like, we've got 6,000 to 10,000 listeners every week. That's $6,000 to $10,000 if everyone gives $1. Just something to think about.
That's a lot of lasagnas for Mundo and Stephanie. Something to think about. And if you're not up to it, that's also okay. That's okay too. If you want to just send like good energy out into the universe, that I honestly, Mundo would love that shit. There is nothing he loves more than sending good. And I'm not even joking. No, this man loves sending good energy out into the universe. Okay. So that would work too.
Yeah. I do want them to have as much lasagna as they desire, but I also do feel like Mundo could live on positive vibes alone.
Genuinely. Thanks for sharing that, Lindy. We love you, Mundo, if you're listening, which you are not. And that's what I love most about you. Anyway, I also would like to share some sad news. I'm sorry to end on a sad note today, but as folks may have seen on my Instagram, my beloved cat, Eleanor, passed away for me, it was last Sunday. For you, it was 2 Sundays ago, May 17th. And it was, even though she was 18 and quite old, it was a bit of a surprise. You know, when a cat is kind of that old, I was actually just talking to my therapist about this, and she was like, it's kind of like the opposite of what you think. It's like, this cat is old and she's lived so long. It's like, well, where would she go? she's lived this long. She's not going anywhere, you know? And so when they do finally pass on, it's like, what? Really? So, you know, she'd had some kidney issues. She'd had some issues with her heart and blood pressure and stuff. And we'd been treating her kidney disease. And we knew that, you know, it was probably any day she could decide to cross over. And she chose Sunday, May 17th. And I got to tell you, I was like, really? Really? I really was very surprised. And I won't get too into the details, but she was very, very sick that day. We really knew immediately that it was time to say goodbye to Eleanor. As people know, she and I had a complicated relationship. She didn't really care for me. She really strongly preferred my husband. She fought every dog that we had. She would just beat the ever-loving shit out of all of them. She beat poor Ozzy into multiple dissociative states. You know, Hank, my little chihuahua that I had, he would fight back, but he was the only one. The rest of them were like, oh, respect. Like, they really respected her authority. But she loved my husband so much. And so when she passed away, she was surrounded by him. Unfortunately for her, I was also there. And she went very peacefully, even though it was a rough last day. And that made me sad because, you know, with Hank, we knew we were taking him to the vet for that. We had a whole day where we could kind of give him his snackies and let him have his little salmon and carried him all around like a little baby. And for her, we didn't get to do that. And I am sad about that. But not much is known about her early life, but she was born in Seattle, Washington, just like me. She came to us with a little broken tail. She had a little like right angle at the edge of at the tip of her tail, which I always thought was so cute. She knocked over an entire glass of ice water on me while I was sleeping because she was hungry. I never forgave her for that, by the way. I just was like, this cat is a bitch. And I do not like her. And then she lived for the snack. You know what I mean? And I have to respect that about her. Once we realized she would knock over an entire glass of water, full glass of water, we were like, okay, we got to stop leaving glasses of water on the end tables or she'll do that. She's like, oh, really? So then she started escalating her tactics. And then she would like meow really loud, like at like 2 or 3 in the morning, try to get one of us to wake up to give her some food. But it's easy enough. Just put the pillow over your head. So she's like, okay, that's not working. What could I do? And you know what she figured out? She figured out if she bashed a dog upside the head, the dog would wake up and go, ah, which would cause Adam and me both to go, what the fuck is happening? And then she would just be sitting there like, hello, good morning. And where are my snacks?
I'd like some tuna.
Hello. And so she was very wicked and, you know, she was very spicy in that way.
An enemy to many a duvet cover.
An enemy to many a duvet. I hand sewed a duvet cover for our bed. It was beautiful. I spent $1 billion on the fabric. It took forever to do. I did fucking buttonholes on this thing. I put it on my bed. I'm like taking pictures of my pride and joy. This cat jumps up on my creation and takes a fat shit and then runs off. This woman had never in her life peed or pooped outside of her litter box. And she said, now's my chance just to really say, fuck you to this asshole that I live with. So she was a special girl. There's my obituary for her is on Instagram. It's kind of funny. It's kind of going viral, which is weird.
You gotta go read it if you haven't.
One person put in the comments, I came across this obituary and now I'm listening to your podcast as a result of this post. And I was like, not Eleanor marketing the podcast.
From beyond the grave?
Beyond the grave? Okay. So she will, interestingly enough, she will be greatly missed by me. For those of you who watch the YouTube videos, she would often appear behind me in the videos. Margie does sometimes now. And so it's going to be sad. It already has been a little bit sad just to not have her around and not to see her behind me. Her feeder would go off every day at 3:00 and she would sprint behind me. So my therapist, I often would have like appointments with my therapist during that time. So she got very familiar with Eleanor kind of like appearing in the background and flying through the air to get to her food. So she will be missed by many. She'll be missed most of all by Adam, but she will be missed by me. she spent a lot of her time in my bed looking at me angrily. So every time I went up to go to the bathroom, she would be in there like bleh, at me. So the day after she died, I walked into the bedroom and I looked over to make eye contact with her, which was like our little custom. And she wasn't there. And it was very sad. So
Yeah.
if you have a rude cat, please tell them I say hello and that I love them and squeeze them tight just for me. So Eleanor the cat, we love you very much. Oh, listeners also might not know. So Aham does the music, did the music for the show. And all of the songs, like interstitial songs that you hear, all have names. And he did one for Brenda, which we played in, I think, in its entirety after she passed away. And he made one for Eleanor, and it's called Adam's Cat, Gonna Pee on Your Stuff. And we're gonna play it for you now. You can listen to the whole thing. And if you're a Patreon subscriber, all the music, all the songs that we play on our show are available. So
full length on the Patreon. Mm-hmm. And I learned a fact about this song just the other day. Aham told me that at the end of the song, he included the sound of a rainstorm to represent the cascade of Eleanor's urine onto your prized possessions.
Man.
The thunder of her rage. And
she peed on my yearbooks. She peed on our wedding album. Like, this was after we moved to St. Louis. So she was really like, what the fuck is this? We had to like switch her litter, and she finally got it under control. But I was like, how am I going to get this smell out of paper, dude? Like, this is wild. On all my beautiful DVDs. Ugh, she was a true demon who will, again, be missed greatly by me. And frankly, very greatly by Kevin, who was obsessed with her, really just wanted to be her best friend. And to that, Eleanor said, I would kill you if I had the energy to do so. But I am 178 years old, so I can't. And with that, we're going to leave it with Adam's Cat, parentheses, gonna pee on your stuff. I hope you like it. And bye. And we love you.
We love you, and we love Eleanor.
Mwah. That was nice. Poor Eleanor.